It's an accident, and you will not believe it. It was only 4 yards of us. So I told them to cut it. They wanted to throw it, so no, cut it.
Dad, can you see what I'm seeing?
I am.
Oh my days.
This is the executive.
I think I saw it the time I came into it was in the showcase. The showcase is like a museum of old Feni. Yeah.
But this one, I'm taking it away.
The problem of our elders leaving this world and not passing us certain information is the gap that we're trying to bridge by having these kinds of conversations. So if you're just joining us, welcome to the channel. We are dedicated to cultural preservation. We're telling our own stories by ourselves and making sure that the younger generation know who they are and they are rooted in identity. Remember to like, comment, and share this video to anyone you think would find these kind of information helpful. And if you want to support us, you can do so by buying us coffee. The link to that is in the description of the video. Thank you, and I hope that you have an amazing time watching the video. Bye. My name is Tamitara Tamnotoye Abaku, and I am a fashion designer and cultural preservationist. So today we are gathered here to talk about the owner of the Feni cloth and the Feni cloth itself, the history of the cloth and how it has come to become part of the culture of the Okrikan people and other tribes as well, not just the Okrikan people. So please.
Why have you decided to focus on FENICO? Is there any particular interest? What has interested you in?
Okay, so in my journey to discovery, self-discovery, I started finding my roots, and my dad is Okrika, my mom is Kogi. I decided to start with Okrika, and I'm doing this through the lens of fashion. So I'm finding out history through the lens of fashion, and seeing that the Feni cloth is a it's part of the identity of the Okrika people. I like the texture of the cloth. I like the rich colors of the cloth, and I don't think there's anybody who grows up, any child as Okrikan who grows up and doesn't know about Feni or have a particular what's the word, reverence for the cloth. You know, I saw my grandma wear it, my aunties wear it. It's in my auntie's wrapper boxes, and richness in color and texture. It's very attractive. So that's why I decided to start
Right.
there.
Thank you for inviting me to engage in such cultural discovery. I think this must be the first time anybody had attempted to look at the background or the history or the social impact, whatever, of Feni and his development. Now, I am an economist by profession. I am a professor in economics, focusing on international marketing. I studied in the University of Ibadan for my first 2 degrees. Then went overseas, studied 1 year in University of Toronto, Canada, and then came into Britain. Had my master's and MBA in University of Liverpool and my PhD in University of Manchester. I've been all through in academics until I became a professor before I moved over to UAE as an advisor on logistics to the UAE military. Now, with that short background, I have been interested in this cultural material called Feni. Historically, what we call Feni today derived from what the white men, our contact with the white men, particularly the Boni, Wari, down to Kalabari Aziz. Okrikan was a latecomer on the scene. When the white man came in and our people, particularly now you call Bayelsa, Wari, had contact with the white man, it was usually the coastal area. Sometimes you find it is cold. And the white man came in suits, which is woolen suits, and did not actually feel the cold of the area. Our people then used cotton textile to sew jumper, the chiefs. So they got to know that the suits made the white man warm enough to stay all the long period of discussion and so forth. And that developed into the white man providing suit material, woolen material, for our people to sew jumper, this jumper. Now, at that time, they called it flannel. Our people called it flannel. And they used it. Today, you can only see the remnants of it in Bayelsa. A particular figure that I'll refer here is the ex-president, Jonathan. What he uses is exactly what the beginning of the Feni material. You see, Jonathan uses a wool jumper. In Okrikan, that material without any design in it is called Olosane. Okay. It has this glittering. It's used by Okrikan people. So that is the remnants of the beginning of Feni. But from that plain wool material, the Kalabari is then introduced with their flamboyant attitude, introduce some designs into the woolen material. And the history of Feni and so on would actually be attributed to the Kalabari people. Yeah, they put the different colors. For example, if you see here, you see that is a Kalabari design.
This one?
This one. The next one is Kalabari material. And the name of this is Chirifiema in Okrikan. In Kalabari is called Chirijikema. Jikema is the same thing. In Okrikan, Chirifiema, Chirijikema. And that one is called Alapubi Pokoku. And if you are not careful, you'll mistaken the two.
The two, yeah, but they're
no, there's subtle difference between them. So that will be the brief history of how this cultural material started. It started as, well, deriving from the white man because he used suit which was woolly. Then we use the wool without just, not the suit, but use the wool because traditionally we have the jumper. Traditionally the jumper has been there, but it's mainly in cotton. Yeah. For example, I have that of my grandfather and so on, until they changed it to wool in order to fend off the cold that time. And from there, it developed. The Calabaris, in their flamboyant attitude, introduced some designs into it.
The symbols on it?
Yes.
I was designing it, right? I felt like this is a canoe. I don't know if I'm correct, but this felt like a canoe.
Yeah. It may be possible. I wouldn't say I can give a history to that, but you see that it's common on both designs.
Yes, exactly.
And this is, in fact, the Calabaris have more designs than Okrika. Well, as I said, Okrika came later. Behind you there.
Yeah, this one, the floral one.
Yeah, and that is called Piplibo.
Piplibo.
In Kalabari. It's Kalabari design.
Oh.
And really, when we introduced this, Piplibo has 17 different colors, but we had to reduce it to 14 to produce it. So they have various names for their various attires. But with this coming into the market, Okrika came into it and started with the ostrich. The ostrich was originally printed on cotton, and it was called Oju Feni. Feni. Oju was the
that's an
that's
ostrich.
it.
That's the ostrich.
This was ostrich. It's typical Okrika people refer to it as Oju Feni. Oju, that's Daniel Oju Kali,
okay.
virtually the ruler of Okrika for a long time. Near the church, you'll see his statue.
Yeah.
So Okrika called it Ojufeni, and the older ones know it as Ojufeni. To make it simpler for everybody, we call it the ostrich.
The ostrich, yeah.
So Okrika started this Feni with this ostrich, borrowing from the Calabaris. And really, so there is this flow of Warri down to Bayelsa, Edo to Kalabari. You know, the Calabaris originate from that side, even Okrika. Then down to Okrika Bonny. And Bonny Bonny came late on the scene, but much earlier than Okrika. Yeah. But Okrika popularized it. Oh. Okrika popularized the Feni material.
I see.
The reason is this. In Kalabari, Calabaris maintain the status of Feni, or this, they call it in Kalabari, they call it Amatiye.
Amatiye.
Yes, Amatiye. So they maintain the social status of the material in the sense that that material could only be used by the upper class, the kings and the upper chiefs, not the middle, not the lower class. And to a large extent, today, the Kalabari still maintain that culture. For example, a Kalabari young man cannot wear Feni if his father also wore Feni in the same event. He would rather wear Etubo.
Okay.
Like as I am, if I wore Feni to an event, my son cannot wear Feni. He will wear Etubo. But that maintained the cultural respect and status of the material. When it came into Okrika, it was relatively modern time, and wealth has come into the society. So you could find that virtually it's only in Okrika that you find an Okrika parent sewing this material for a child.
Yeah.
Even as I sit with you here, I own FENICO. I frown at it, but that's the way. Kalabari, no Kalabari parent will use it for a child. No, never. Bonnie, never. But Okrika, because Okrika came late when modernization had come in, when money had come into the system, and started using it for anything. In fact, for women also, it was restricted to the older, higher class women. But today, you can virtually use Feni in the way you want.
Yes.
I've seen people using it.
I have used it as
So
well.
fine. So that has some economic impact in the sense that it broadens the market.
Yeah.
So that is the history that really Feni originated from the Warri Kalabari side.
Down.
Yeah, down. But it was called flannel, which was pure wool material.
Woolen.
And today, the Bayelsa people continue to use that. They rarely use Feni as it is. This is why Jonathan, if you look at all his photos, what he used was the original color and design of Feni. It's wool like this, but no designs on it.
Yeah, okay.
It's the Kalabari and the Okrikan plus bunny that.
And then the color, the
Yeah,
design, and all of
designs.
that.
Yes, these are two colorful people,
Yes,
Kalabaris and
and
Okrikan.
Okrikan.
So the design started flowing into it, starting from this. The Kalabaris generally did not go for animals or birds or so. They were just traditional, like the Chirijikema, the Alabobi Pokoko, the people Igbo. There are others I don't know. I think I just saw one yesterday in my house. So that's the history of this Feni. It developed as I would say, traditional wear. Then we maintain that traditional wear and the traditional status of Feni. But when monetization, wealth came into society, modernity, and so forth, it blew out of proportion. I still maintain that I will still prefer that traditional status of Feni, but then it will not, the economic impact will be limited. Yeah. And the younger ones, surely you people will revolt against.
Yeah.
Because it's beautiful when there was a fashion show that I attended. They invited FENICO. And the different designs, girls design for wedding, up and down and so on. It gave me, well, even though I had the traditional mentality there, but it made me happy that younger people are taking part.
Embracing it. I mean, it's actually very beautiful and distinct in terms of the texture. And that's one question that I want to ask. Is it still purely woolen?
Yeah, okay, I saw your question on the production process. The Feni material, I could call it Feni, Amatiye, the Igbos now call it Isiagu.
Isiagu, that's the lion head.
Yeah, really, it's a mistake. It's not Isiagu. It should have been Isi Odum.
Isi Odum.
Odum is the lion in Igbo.
In Igbo. Okay.
Odum is different from Agu. That is the original Isiagu.
The tiger?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the original.
The red one.
No. Yeah, the red one, but this one. This was produced along with
the ostrich.
That's the original Isiagu.
So Agu is tiger.
Agu is tiger.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Oh.
Odum is lion.
Okay.
But Odum sounds a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Tiger, Agu, you see, it gives that masculinity and bravery. So we all accept it as Isiagu. And
you know what funny fact? You know when in movies they portray the cry of a lion or the sound of a lion. You know it's actually a tiger that has that very fierce roar. That roar.
No, lion roar is different from tiger.
Yes, but in movies they use the tiger roar because it's fiercer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, people fear the tiger more than the lion, but the lion is stronger than the tiger.
Yeah, exactly. I heard the lion's roar. It's actually more terrifying. But
yes, terrifying. That's why
the reverberation is.
Sierra Leone is actually, that name means the roar of the lion.
Sierra Leone. Wow.
That's where the name came from.
The roar of the lion.
And if you go to Singapore also, Singapore, Singer means lion, Port means port. So if you go to the port, you see a huge edifice of a lion.
Of the lion.
Yeah, in Singapore. So everybody relates to the lion, and there's a lot of confusion about these five. We call them five big cats.
Big cats, yeah.
The strongest amongst them is the lion. But the tiger, we don't have tiger here. What we have here is leopard.
In this part of Africa.
Okay. The tiger you find more in India. It's a very powerful cat. Then you have the jaguar, which we find only in South America. It's very, very powerful. That's the strongest bite force. Then you have this first one was the name?
Cheetah.
The cheetah. The cheetah is built for speed.
Yeah.
So it can go up to 100 miles per hour. But it hasn't got the strength to go a long distance. So of these cats, they prefer using the tiger gives that instant impression of bravery, strength, and so on. But really, it's the lion that is the king of the forest.
I like this. I prefer this particular one, the white one there.
Oh,
It looks like Mufasa and Scar.
Yeah, that is the running tiger.
Okay.
And the Feni material, I think currently we have over 70 designs. We don't print all of them. And the Okrikan has its own peculiar designs. One of it, I think I saw it here. This one. Toye?
It's not here. Me, I'm going to stand up. Oh no. Okay, still recording.
Oh, it's recording.
The purple one or this one?
This one. This one.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you were given this, you would think it's just an ordinary material, but it's wool. And this Okrika called Ogono Tanji.
Ogono.
Tanji.
What's the meaning of Ogono Tanji?
Just literally climbing up.
Oh, okay.
Like staircase.
Ogono.
Ogono Tanji. Then they have the Olosani. Olosani is just the original plain wool.
Wooling floor.
Just with some shining reflection.
Like so, glitters.
Glitters bits. Otherwise, there's no design, and for people like you, you will not even use it. So we don't produce it. We don't produce this anymore, but it's significant for Okrikan people.
For the Okrikan people. That's interesting.
Now the history of FENICO. FENICO is about 50 years old last year. Before now, from the history I've given you, the white man came in, and when the locals, the chiefs, the kings started using this material, it was then UAC that was producing, importing virtually everything we used. So UAC produced it for our kings.
Okay.
UAC was the original producer for our kings. Just like UAC produces this Dutch wax, alu. Yeah, it's UAC that produces it in Holland. Now, at a point when the chiefs and kings, the consumption of the chiefs and kings reduced, UAC had an accident, fire accident in Manchester. It was produced in Manchester and then stopped producing it. When I went to Manchester to do my education, one day I stumbled into a warehouse and then saw this and this.
The ostrich and the tiger.
I wasn't brought up in State. I was brought up in Igbo land.
Mm.
So I was not very conversant with this material. But I remembered that our chief in those days, Chief Daniel Kalio, that's this Ojo,
Georgia.
they used something like this. So when I saw it, I was excited, and but I was not sure whether it was the same thing. So I bought about 49 yards, posted it down to my father, yeah, to confirm, is this one I sent? To confirm
tiger.
The tiger hair, to confirm if
Yes,
that
yes.
was the Feni material. In those days, posted took quite some time. In the warehouse where I went, there were about 5,000 yards of this and this. So I just took that little bit to send for confirmation. Finally, when my father returned my inquiry and said, yes, this is Feni, where did you see it? So he immediately said I should buy it if I saw it. So I rushed back to the warehouse only to discover that somebody from Brazil had cleared the whole 5,000.
Oh, yes. So Brazilians use it as well?
Not in the way we use it, but
okay.
Probably for whatever.
Okay.
And how much was it?
At that time?
He was selling it for 5 pence.
5 pence per yard.
I asked him, he said, the man just took it last week. Oh. Okay, let's go to the warehouse if there's any. Really, he didn't produce it. It was the remnants from the UAC fire incident.
Okay.
And in Britain, if you had fire incident, for example, if we had a fire incident here, we will not be allowed to sell it. We'll immediately sell it out to fire wholesale people. That's at a lower price. So we went and searched through I searched through the warehouse and started picking bits and pieces. I came up with 160 something yards. So I asked him how much. He said, hey, take it. So, and that was how I started Feni business. And that was 1974. I was actually a student. I was using my scholarship money. I would buy it and send down to my parents here. And that's the beginning of FENICO. Okay. The name FENICO is a combination of what I registered then was Feni Company with a textile merchant. They are called Mr. Russell. Feni Company. Yeah. So when we succeeded, the consumption started increasing when we put it into market. At a point, then we had Prestige Company producing the same. They are no longer in market. We had Feni Original, but they cannot register Feni Company. So I told Russell, I'm an economist and an international marketing expert. I told him, look, we have to distance ourselves from the competition. So he asked me how, that you are the marketing expert. I said, yeah, we must give it a name to stand out. So I then concocted this name, FENICO, which is Feni Company. As the name. That's how it came about. And that was concocted exactly 1975.
1 year after you found it.
Yeah. So there it started. FENICO is far older than this gentleman who is now the executive director of FENICO. That's how it started. And it went on very well. But because I was studying, I invited 2 ladies into it, actually 3, so that they could help to buy the quantity produced by that Russell company, which was later called Boutique Africana. in Manchester. So from there it developed and did very well. Even in London, they started producing different competitors coming into it. But of all the competitors, FENICO stood out because it was original. And then the differentiation or the difference between the competitors and FENICO is this. We have, our texture is 80%. Originally, we wanted 100% wool. The problem with it, it will become too soft.
Too soft.
Yes, if it's 100% wool. That's why acrylic was added. Now we add the 20% is cotton. Cotton makes it stiff a bit.
Okay.
But the wool, the percentage of the wool makes it superior.
Yeah.
That when a man wears his jumper and sits down for the next 24 hours, as soon as he gets up, he stretches out. Straight,
yeah.
But if the wool content is low, then it will not. It have rumples.
Yeah.
And those our competitors will not go that far because wool is more expensive.
Yeah.
So and then why would you want to bother yourself when if you put 50% cotton and 50% wool, you still sell it because we are in the market. Those who cannot afford to buy the high quality Feni will go for something lower. So anybody that comes into this business will find his get his money back. But we do not compromise in quality. It's the last thing we will ever do. Whatever other people do, our Feni must not be less than 80%. And if you look at the competitors, you don't need rock science to know that.
Tell the difference in the quality.
Yes. And this is a bit heavier. Another thing is, because the wool quality is high, if you wear this, particularly men, it does not stain their singlet. The imitation stains because the color runs. And then I have been to the producing process. These colors are mixed. A dye is produced. The dye is the design. It's called dye. Then the colors. And after producing, it is washed. It's in the washing process that the colors are stabilized. Because if the quantity of wool in it and the quality is not high enough, then you have remnants of the colors, and that's what causes this stain. It is now unknown. The quality of wool is very high. The quantity, everything is stabilized. So once you wash, it cleans off the extra colors, and what remains is a stable color. And that's the difference between our quality and this.
I noticed.
The cricket that came late uses Feni more than any of the Reverend people. And that shows you the economic impact in the first place. And then the Calabaris and Bonnies still value Feni material at a very high level. But it means more to the Okrikan people. Because the reason is Feni has a resale value.
Exactly.
They could have Feni in their trunk boxes. When things become too difficult, you bring it out. Incidentally, you sell it higher than the new one on the market.
It's true, actually.
Because you can't find. This man got some of my quality. These ones he has there. He brought them here, and those are old designs like this one here. This one here. Yeah. Where has it gone to?
I think it's eating. And then I see some jumpers as well.
Yes. some of the jumpers, like these ones, are my old jumpers. But he got all of them from my suitcase and brought them here.
I want this one. I want to ask about this one. It's so
Which one?
fine.
Which one?
The white and black chirifima.
This is an accident, and it's the only one you have. Toyin, why did you bring this? I was looking for it to wear.
Today?
No, some other day. I didn't know he took it. This is the only copy you have.
Of this one, yeah?
Yeah, because we don't produce
Hey,
silicone.
but it's so fine.
Yeah, it was an accident, and I asked them to give it to me.
Okay, the production itself was an accident.
Accident, yes.
Oh no!
So I took it, and I like wearing Feni material. When every other person, I would wear the design that every other person in the party or wherever
doesn't have.
Yes. And this is the only one that
Nobody has.
Nobody.
That's the perks of being the designer.
I was actually looking for this. I didn't know that this man took it. I'll take it away. I'm not keeping it. No, we don't produce it.
Why?
I don't know. If there is request for it, then we'll produce this.
Yeah, we request for it too. What's the highest MOQ?
Well, I don't know. He knows. This also is an old design. We've not been produced.
Daka, please come. You need to capture this in detail.
It's an old design. It's a Kalabari design.
It looks like the what do you call
Igbo.
it? Igbo. It looks like it.
It's a Kalabari design. Open it so that you can capture it. That's it.
So beautiful.
Why we don't produce
the texture?
Yes, the texture. You could see the texture. Why we don't produce them again? This is that.
Actually, pink.
Yeah, you younger people will not find this attractive.
Why not?
It's the heads that you are attracted. Oh, Namatabe. This.
I do not believe so. I believe that it's the older people that are actually attracted to the heads a lot more than these.
We import about 200,000 yards a year. We do buy all. That's it. So these are old design. In fact, this one too. See, all this. He brought all this. All right. See, we produce the flag now, but it's not as thick as this. This has faded a bit. It's not as thick. This was again mistake in production. You see, it's not as sharp.
Yeah.
So he brought them all here. I've been looking for my Feni in the house. I can't find them. This is Igbo. If you touch this and compare with that.
Is this one still in production? The black of the Igbo. Because it's very, very beautiful.
Yeah, he produces it, I think so. It's an old one. And most cases I use Igbo. I don't use all this. Because
I like Igbo.
Yeah, when I go out to any party, I'll find that you find any of the Feni designs, but I want to wear the one that they will not. There's another one at home now, is the Mercedes-Benz design.
Yeah, I heard. That one is not out yet, is it?
We don't produce this anymore because it failed.
Okay, in terms of demand? In terms of demand.
But I know that if we produce it now, the younger ones would go for it. So that's how FENICO developed. And then at a point, FENICO company stopped to exist from 1983 when Buhari's military regime took over. It was out of production for about 13 years. I was not producing it until I reactivated it. And that reactivation is what brought it to this level. Because you have to be interested, you have to be committed. Because the production of this Any mistake is just, I remember the first 2 batches were all thrown away. The first, when I reactivated it, the first, to get people who could understand the implication. They're only interested in producing something to sell. So I went all the way to Manchester and China, and then the wool. You have different types of wool. You have the cashmere wool, which is cashmere wool, which is the best. You have Australian wool, is also good, and different wools. The wool quality also affects your production.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful what wool you buy, what type of wool quality. This man, honestly, I'm going to take all my jumpers from him. This one, I'm going with it, whether he likes it or not.
This one is, I think I've seen it before at the former shop. You know how, do you know I've been wanting to have an interview with you for about 2 years now.
But they don't know me.
Well, yeah, I didn't know. I used to stay at Orabun Crescent, just a walkable distance. So anytime I'm walking, I walk to Market Square sometime. Anytime I walk there, I'll just be looking at the FENICO shop. I came in one day, and it was a salesperson, and then she gave me the manager's number, but I knew it wasn't the manager I was looking for. The manager would tell me the the story I was looking for.
In my lifestyle, I like to be at the background. I don't like the show. Well, we have different characters. My son, he read his degrees as in the medical field. After he had finished his PhD in 2017, he came to me in Abu Dhabi, in what he called Dubai, UAE, and told me that he will not work. What would you do? That he wanted to take over the business from me.
Oh.
I told him, but you are a science student. He said, all right, what he will do is that he will go and read for MBA. I said, all right, the bargain is this. You get admission, I will train you. That's all. Whichever university you want to get your MBA, I will train you. So he got admission into CAS, which is one of the top, and went into CAS for 1.5 years. So when he finished, I told him, all right, now you are ready. And ever since 2018, I transferred everything to him. I don't even ask him what you're doing, what you're not doing. If he's in any difficulty, he will seek my advice. I will advise him. But my joy in that is that what I have been afraid of, and one of the what I would call what's the word I was looking for? One of the failures in Nigerian business is that we don't have continuity.
Exactly. Yes.
See, Abiola was very great during the military regime, but today nobody hears of it. So when my son came and on his own asked to take over the company,
The family
I
business.
had achieved what I wanted, what I've been so frightened of.
Yeah.
So I handed everything over to him.
It's beautiful.
And hopefully that's a continuity. He will then continue and then handle. So that's how he took over. And I totally, completely, I am the chairman of the company. And in theory, the CEO. But he is the executive, he has 50% of shares. He's the executive managing director of the company. And he's been doing very well in the company. And people know him more than myself. And I'm happy because it takes me off from the limelight.
Yeah.
He is in limelight. Even the day I went with them to this fashion show, and then his PRO announced that the chairman was there. I was not happy. They tried all they could for me to stand up. I said, no, that's not it. Just go on with your show. Because by my nature, I don't like limelight. For example, apart from this FENICO, I also have, you may not know about that, I have Professor Owen at the Igbos Scholarship Foundation, which awards scholarship to university in the areas of medicine, engineering, law, and computer science. And we have about 17 students in the universities now. Unfortunately, very few from Okrikan, none from my village, because the conditions are very strict. He is the chairman of the selection committee. I don't attend to their listing, and he is very strict. It's either you are doing medicine or engineering or law or computer science. And my people do not want to stretch themselves in the sciences, so they have not gotten even one. But right
nothing
now,
for we the artists.
no, I have decided to, I've told him that I want to change that our strict requirement. I'll open it up a bit for others to come in. I'm an economist, so I wouldn't have, I did all my university education with scholarships. So I have that scholarship foundation, which was launched, is it 2015 or 16? And it's been awarding 2 scholarships every year. And all thanks to Feni. This is from Feni that I thought I should give back to society what society has given to me.